Happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Steven. This is my buddy Chris. So if you guys have props, go ahead and grab them. Now's the time. Blocks, a strap, whatever you need. Just a reminder, we are so stoked to announce our partnership with BODHI. So you can subscribe to their YouTube channel for updates and a library of classes. On that note, where do you think we're going? Oh, we'll go to our backs, please. Okay, so today, let's have you extend the legs all the way forward. Oh, I forgot to announce how long the class is going to be. 67 minutes, 27 seconds. Time it. Boom. Okay, so let's have you reach the arms all the way by your sides. Okay, so if you need a little bit more hip back support, you know to slide the hands underneath your hips like so. Otherwise, I'm just going to have you lift the heels 1 inch up off the ground and then lift the head and shoulder blades up off the ground. We got 1 minute today. Ardha Navasana, breath of fire. Here we go. I'll stop my breathing. You keep going. If at any point the head or the neck hurts, you can take the hands behind the head, press the back of the head into the hands. This is for you, Jen. You requested core. That's it. Maybe crunch a little higher. You're 30 seconds in. You're halfway there. If it gets to be uncomfortable, that's okay. If you got to take a break, set the heels down for a moment, totally cool. 1 moment at a time. That's all you got to do. You just got 15 seconds left. You got this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Almost there. I know. It's like, when is this going to end? Not yet. Take one more big inhale in. Hold it. Lift a little higher. Crunch a little higher. Just another minute here. Good. Exhale, let it go. Shavasana. Class is over. Adios. Have a great Sunday. Good. And from there, hug the knees all the way into the chest. Give them a good little squeeze. You can start to rock it up and down. See, I won't make you do anything else because that was good enough for now, right? Let's have you roll all the way onto all fours, setting up for the cat's breath, cat-cow. Good. So firm the outer wrists in, broaden the collarbones out, and then let's rock and roll. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, tuck and round, dome through the heart. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, scoop the heart forward. Press the baby toes down. Exhale, tuck and round. Awesome. A couple more like that. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lengthen forward. Good. Now stay here. Uncurl your toes. Lift your knees just 1 inch up off the ground. Press the head of the thigh bones back. Yep. Hug the belly to the spine. Pull the front ribs in. That's it. Now lift the sides of the neck. Now 3 cat-cows like this. Inhale, lengthen forward through your heart. Exhale, tuck the chin. Dome through the heart. Awesome. 2 more. You got it. Inhale, lengthen. Press the thumb, forefinger down. Exhale, tuck and round. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Pause. Exhale, tuck and round. Down dog. Lift it all the way up and back. All right, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. You can shake it out a little bit. You know, begin to bend one knee and then the other knee. Notice if the upper body is, you know, even slightly drooping down towards the floor. See if you can lift the upper body away from the floor. Work the hips all the way up and back like my hands are pulling your hips back. And if you need that micro bend in the knees, cool. Just a couple more breaths in down dog. Press the thumb, forefinger down. Lengthen the tops of the ears towards the thumbs. That doesn't mean the chin, the tops of the ears so you get more length in the cervical spine. Let's lion's breath it. Nice big inhale in through the nose. Let it out. Awesome. High onto the tippy toes. Swivel the heels over to your left. Press a little bit more into your right palm, just a breath here. And then exhale, roll it all the way over to the opposite side. Press a little more into the left palm. And then right back up to down dog on the tippy toes. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over your wrists into top of a push-up position. That's scared cat. So dome through the, back of the heart for a moment. Get that engagement in the middle. Now, scoop the sternum forward, isometrically pull the hands back towards the toes. Yeah, just so you got the pulling back, the engagement in the triceps, the engagement in the middle. Nice. Now, can you lift in between those shoulder blades? There you go. And then pull the shoulders down the back body simultaneously. I know that was a lot. I'm just trying to keep you here longer, so give you, more instruction. Take one more breath here. All the way up and back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale right back into plank pose, top of a push-up. Now this time drop the knees down, okay? Lengthen the heart forward, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hold it here. Make sure that the elbow tips are right up over your wrists. Okay? The shoulders are to the height of the elbows. Squeeze the elbows in so much so that they're grazing your ribs. Take one more inhale. Keep looking forward. Keep pulling the hands back towards the toes. And then right back to plank pose on the knees. And then right back to regular plank pose. And then downward facing dog. Nice work. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet, the back of the mat. You can grab opposite elbows. So a lot of times I like to do that knee chaturanga first because chaturanga I think is the hardest pose in yoga. So if you really have the integrity of the pose as best you can with those elbows into the ribs and the collarbones broad and the belly hugging in, that's going to be the best opportunity you have to feel everything working in the best way to support you. So do that if you need to because we're about to crank it up a little bit here. Okay, exhale, release the hands down. Walk it back, downward facing dog. Before we take it up a notch, big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders over wrists into top of a push-up. Okay? From here, bend the elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Right back up to plank pose. Lift the right foot just an inch up off the ground. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Yes, hips lower, chest higher, heel higher. Good. From there, three-legged dog pose. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, circle the ankle around a little bit, work the left armpit slightly forward. That's it. Good. Press into the thumb forefinger, re-square your hips, flex through the back heel. Now from there, listen up, take the knee all the way across to your left tricep muscle. Pull the right shoulder back once you get there. Look forward, listen up, shoot the leg back to three-legged plank. You can keep it there or bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise back up to plank, pull the knee to the right tricep. Good. Look forward, shoot the leg back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Set the right foot down, and then right back up to plank pose. Good. Lift the left foot up, pull the knee all the way into the chest. That's it. People are like, what the hell is he doing this morning? We're having a good time. Three-legged dog pose. Shoot it all the way up and back. Roll the hip open from there. And again, go at your pace. Okay? If it gets to be too much, drop to the knees. Slow down a little bit. Go with your breath, most importantly. Nice. Now re-square the hips. Flex through the back heel. Firm the outer right hip in. Yeah, extend that left leg long. Now from there, take the knee all the way across to your right tricep, across the body. Pull the left shoulder back once doing that. Nice. Now look forward. Extend the left leg back to three-legged plank. You can keep it or bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Come right back up to plank pose. Take the knee to the back of the left tricep. Lift the knee a little higher if you can. That's it. Look forward. From there, extend the left leg back. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Good. Set the foot down, right back up to plank pose. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Hold it here for a breath. Little bend in the elbows, firm the outer ankles in. Now listen up, you can go to down dog or for more from there, back to chaturanga. Keep the elbows squeezing in, lift in the middle, press it back up to plank, and downward facing dog. Woo! All right. Big inhale in through the nose. Again, let it out. Awesome. Let's just take a standard vinyasa from here, everyone. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over your wrist, top of a push-up. Nice and easy, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog, and then nice and easy all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Awesome, excellent. Take a few breaths in down dog to recenter and re-attend to your breath. Maybe even take a 2 to 3 count on your inhale here, and a 2 to 3 count on your exhale. Just bringing conscious attention to slowing things down internally so that we can activate that parasympathetic nervous system, that calming effect in the body in the face of obstacles. Turning these obstacles, of course, into opportunities for connection to self and soul. On the inhale, go ahead and bend your knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or float the feet up to the top. Inhale, elongate forward through your heart. Exhale, fold forward, release. Now take the thumbs wide apart. Go ahead and circle the arms all the way up. Look up, touch the palms. Exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Good, palms drop. Inhale, circle, rise. Take it up. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Release it down to the ground. Inhale, elongate forward. Step the right foot back and pause for a moment. Broaden the collarbones out. Lift the right thigh. Squeeze the wrists in. And then step the left foot back. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And nice and easy, back to downward facing dog. Good work, everybody. Take a few breaths here. And again, like my hands are on your hips, I'm just pulling them back slightly. Yes. But your legs are working just as much as your arms. So a lot of times in down dog, I know people will feel that their arms or their neck or shoulders are working more. So see if you can distribute the weight as equally as possible. That's it. And the next time you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up. On the inhale, lengthen forward. On the exhale, fold forward. Good work. Circle rise. Take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Nice. Palms drop. Inhale, circle rise. Take it up. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Release. Inhale, lengthen forward. This time, step the left foot all the way back first. Pause there for a moment. That's it. See if you can elongate the spine a little bit further forward. Keep that. Shoot the right leg back. Bend the elbows lower halfway down. Chaturanga. Roll over the toes. Upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Excellent. Take a few moments here. Space behind the back of the heart. Yes, widening out the shoulder blades as you firm those upper outer arms in. Good, here we go. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up. Inhale, lengthens you forward. Exhale, fold forward. Circle rise, take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Very nice. Again, we're going to drop the palms down, circle the arms up. And then exhale, hinge, fold forward, release it down to the ground. Inhale, elongate forward. If you want to jump back with us, plant your palms down flat, come high up onto the tippy toes, squeeze those elbows in, keep them squeezing in, then shoot it back, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. It's a challenge to keep those elbows in chaturanga the whole time, but that's what's going to give you the support in your back and in your core to do it with the most support, the most integrity. Let's take one more. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. And exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Inhale, lengthens you forward. Exhale, fold forward. Nice. Circle rise, take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Good, palms drop, circle rise, take it up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. On the inhale, lengthen forward. Good, exhale, you can step or again, practice floating it back. Elbows in, collarbones broad, lengthen forward, and shoot it back. Over the toes, up dog. And then nice and easy all the way up and back to down dog. How we doing? I'm just checking in even though I can't see you or hear you. But I'm sending you love from here. Okay, next inhale. Please lift your right leg all the way up in the air. I can feel you guys about to be annoyed at me. From there, take the knee all the way across to your left tricep muscle. Pull the right shoulder back. Now listen up. When you inhale, take the knee to the right tricep muscle. Exhale back to the left tricep muscle. Inhale right tricep, exhale left tricep. 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 Listen up, lower down to your left wrist. Oh, here we go here. Inhale right wrist, exhale left wrist. 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 One more, inhale right wrist, exhale left wrist. Lift it up to the left tricep. Good, Kundanyasana 1. Oh, sneak attack. Squeeze the elbows in, pull the heart forward, broaden out through the collarbones. Take one more inhale, squeeze that right elbow in a little bit more, press the thumb forefinger down. Three-legged dog, shoot it all the way up and back. The right leg lifts, bend the top knee, circle the ankle like we did a little bit ago. Were you annoyed at me there? Okay, from here, keeping the knee bent, we're going to flip this dog. So let that top foot get a little bit heavier. Set the ball of the foot behind you, flip the dog, lift the bottom hip a little higher. Firm that left outer wrist in and lift the heart a little higher up towards the ceiling. Wrap the top tricep in towards the chin and lift the left ear away from the ground. Nice. Good. Find the breath. Find the connection within the transitions. Reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Vashisthasana from there. Stack the right foot on top of the left foot. That's it. If you got to stagger in Vashisthasana, totally cool. If that's better for your back. Okay? If you're with us, lift the right foot just an inch up off the ground. Pull the knee all the way into the chest. Look down at your left thumb, step the foot by the left thumb, roll onto the ball of the back foot and up to crescent pose. Reach the arms all the way up. Nice. If you need to modify, by all means, you can drop the left knee down to the ground. Buckle the hip points here. Lift the hip points up towards the chin. Yep. And as the arms grow maybe a little bit longer, firm those upper outer arms in. Yes. And try to press back through the shoulder blades. Or through the back of the heart, rather. Firm the front ribs into the back ribs, then lift the back ribs a little higher. Nice. Now, pull the palms together at your heart. From there, twist it up. Left tricep to your right thigh. Come on into crescent twist. Lift the outer left hip a little higher. Lift the left thigh a little higher. Now, see if you can work your back heel a little further forward. Yes, a little further forward so you're more on the ball of the back foot. Then keep it that high, and like my hands right behind your heel, press the heel back. Yes, should get a little bit more engagement in your left thigh. That's it. Good. Press the top palm into the bottom palm. Take one more inhale here. Okay, now I want you to look down at your right big toe. Put the weight into your right foot. Step your left foot all the way up to meet it. Chair twist. Squeeze the left knee back. Sink the hips a little deeper and firm the outer left hip into the midline. If my verbiage gets to be too much or too fast, just breathe. Slow down. Again, you can go at your pace. You'll catch up when you do. And then exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Shoulders line up over your wrists, so come onto your fingertips. Yes. Now, like a little standing splits, extend your left foot all the way back. If you need to use your blocks here, by all means do it. But make sure the shoulders are over the wrist because we're going to come into Warrior 3 in a moment. Squeeze the right hip in. Yes. Now, come a little higher up onto your fingertips, lengthen forward, and now bring the palms together at your heart, Vira 3, otherwise known as Warrior 3. Yes. Press the right thigh back. If you fall out, who cares? It's a practice. Have fun with it. Laugh. It's a good time to be lighter, with yourself especially. Separate the arms wide apart like airplane wings. Good. Now from there, twisting half moon. Left hand down about a foot out in front of the big toe. Right arm, right ribs up to the sky. Like Chris here, if you want, use a block. I always do in twisting Ardha Chandrasana. It helps to support me as well. Good, now work the left thigh back so there's a little bit more weight into your right thigh back so there's more weight into your right heel. Now lift the outer left hip up. That's it. Now broaden that top collarbone open. That's it. Take one more inhale here. And then release that top hand down to the ground. Find yourself in standing splits again for a couple moments here. I know you probably don't have somebody who's takes the blocks for you, but Chris does. From here, you're going to step your left leg all the way back. Then you're going to step the right leg all the way back. Nice and easy, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Back to down dog. Take a few moments in downward facing dog. So the obstacles to opportunities in this circumstance, especially again when you're confronted with something as challenging as something like this, it's go, 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 is to stay connected to yourself within it. So you don't have to overdo it. You just do what you can do and breathe. That's the opportunity for more connection to yourself. And then of course that trickles into connection with other people. All right, here we go. Left leg rises up in the air. Here comes the fun. Pull the knee all the way across to your right tricep muscle. Yes, left shoulder back. Good, now listen up. When you inhale, take the knee to the left tricep. Exhale, right tricep. Inhale, 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 left tricep. Exhale, right tricep. Pause. Lower down right wrist. Good, inhale, left wrist. Exhale, right wrist. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Two more. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Lift it all the way up to the right tricep. Kundalini 1 from there. Yes. And again, if you're just in the setup, squeeze those elbows in. Broaden the collarbones out. Lift in the middle. That's it, Chris. Now work your extended heel a little bit more towards me, towards the midline, and then your heart further forward. Yes! Three-legged dog pose. Shoot it up and back. Roll the left knee hip open. Yeah, circle that ankle if that feels great. Hollow the right armpit, perhaps work the right armpit a little bit forward to square the shoulders off. Keep pressing through the thumb and forefinger, and then let's flip this dog all the way over. Let the top foot get heavy, set the ball of the foot behind you, and allow the heart to uplift towards the ceiling, or the sky if you're outside. That's it. Yes. Right tricep in towards the midline. Thumb and forefinger down again. Take another inhale here. Reach your left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Now listen up. From here, stack it up, Vashisthasana. We're going to hang there for a couple moments. Isometrically pull the right palm back towards the back of the yoga mat, just to get a little more length and extension through the spine, as well as engagement in the serratus, the back, as well as into the tricep. Now lift the left foot up just an inch up off the ground. Lift the bottom hip a little higher. Pull the left knee into the chest. Look down at the right thumb. Step the foot by the right thumb. Roll it onto crescent pose. Ball the back foot as you rise it on up. And again, if you need to chill, take a little modified crescent. By all means, do that. Totally get it. Not that you need my permission to do anything, but I'm just giving it to you. Sink a little bit deeper. Good. Lift the right hip point a little higher. That's it. Notice if there's schlumping in the neck and shoulders. This is my definition of schlumping. If it is, soften. You can always cactus the arms if that's better for you. Now pull the palms together at your heart. Twist it up, right tricep to your left thigh. I don't know if you guys can hear my playlist at home, but we got Centerfold on. It's a fantastic song. You may just want to stop your practice and go like put it on with us because it's amazing. Good. From there, pull the palms a little bit closer to your heart. Lift the right hip a little higher. God, I love 80s music. Lift the right thigh a little higher. That's it. Now you're going to look down at your left big toe. Put the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot all the way up to meet it. Find yourself and chair twist. Notice if that right knee is snaking a little forward. If it is, pull the right knee back. Sink the hips a little lower. And like my hands are on your hips, I'm pulling those hips back towards the back of your yoga mat. That's it. Couple more breaths here. You're doing great. And release the hands down to the ground. Okay, you can release the hands to the blocks if you like. You can grab your person like me to assist you with the blocks. And then we're going to come standing splits on this side. So reach your right leg back, so you're balancing on your left leg this time. Yep, keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrist as best you can just for a couple moments here. And reattending to your breathing. Let the mind do what it does. No judgment, just reattend to the breath. Now from here, we're going to take it into Warrior 3. So bring the palms together at your heart and then just start to extend forward through your spine. And if you feel wobbly or doesn't totally connect again, that's cool. Just breathe. Remember, this is a breathing practice. It's not about doing everything perfect. Left thigh back. Nice. Separate the arms wide apart like wings. And right hand down to the floor, left arm open to the ceiling. And the alignment points, of course, help us to move energy most efficiently. So my intention with that is, again, not to make you do everything as perfect as you can, but just to be as supported as possible and give your mind something to do so that it can get the attention off of itself and into the present moment. Take one more inhale here. Kick through that back heel. Nice. Release the left hand down to the ground. Hang here for a couple moments. I really want to sing Centerfold right now, but it'll probably sound weird since you can't hear the music. From there, step the right leg all the way back, and then step the left foot all the way back. I'm going to take those blocks away from you. You can call your block person over and lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Squeeze those wrists in, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Again, lift the upper body slightly away from the ground. It's like you got a block between your thighs. Scissor the thighs together, and if you can see your heels as you're looking back, work the heels just slightly out. Then press the thumb and forefinger down and wrap those upper outer arms in. Yes. Look forward in between your thumbs. Bend the knees. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up to the top. On the inhale, lengthen forward through your heart. On the exhale, fold forward and release. Take the thumbs wide apart, circle the arms all the way up, rise up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Good, drop the palms, circle rise. From there, let's just bring the palms to the heart and sink it down, chair pose, Utkatasana. Yep, we've been over this, but if you are looking down, let's have you look down at your toes. If you can see the toes, squeeze the shins back. Yeah, until you can see your toes. Yes. Now you can bring the gaze forward again, tip the heart slightly back, work the hips slightly back. And then exhale, fold forward, release the hands to the ground. Inhale, elongate forward. Nice. Exhale, you can step or float it all the way back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice, Chris. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do some regular Surya Bs finally today. Right leg rises up in the air. Nice and easy. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, Virabhadrasana 1. Let's take a couple breaths on this first one. Sink the front femur a little deeper. Firm the outer right hip in and back. Scrub your right heel towards the back of the mat. Yes. And then lift your left ribs higher. That's it. And exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Step the right foot back, lower, nice and slow. Chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, Virabhadrasana 1. Take a few breaths here. That's it. Roll the right ribs forward. Roll the outside edge of the back foot down flat. Press the right thigh back towards me. Actually, take your left arm forward for a moment. Good. Take the arm all the way up. Take the right arm all the way forward. Good. Work the right ribs further forward. That's it. And then I'll take the right arm all the way up. Good. Release the hands all the way down to the ground. Step the left foot back, lower, nice and slow. Chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. Take a 3-4 breaths here. Yeah. Cool, here we go. Inhale, bend your knees. At the end of the exhale, step or float it all the way up to the top. Elongate forward as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Now let's come right into chair pose, Utkatasana. Yep. Shins back, and then press the heels down. Stand all the way up. Look up. Maybe the palms touch. Exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Good. Let's sink it back to chair pose from here. Utkatasana. Single breath. Sink a little lower. And then exhale, fold forward. Release the hands to the ground. Inhale, lengthen forward through your heart. And exhale, step or float it all the way back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice. Yes, over the toes, upward facing dog. All the way up and back, downward facing dog. Again, right leg rises up. Single breaths here. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, Virabhadrasana 1. Reach the arms up, and then exhale, release the hands to the ground. Step the right foot back, lower with control. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Left leg rises up in the air. Nice and easy. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down. Back foot flat, rise all the way up. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Step the left foot back and lower with control. Over the toes, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now remember, if my pace is too fast, don't worry about it. Slow down. Stay with your breath. You'll catch up with us. More important is, again, to be integrous to your rhythm and your pace. Okay? So that we're not just trying to muscle everything through and not breathe so we can just do it. You want to do it with connection, with presence. And again, if that means you modify 80% of the class, great. I'd rather you do that than not breathe. Inhale, bend the knees. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up to the top. Lengthen forward as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, here we go. Utkatasana, sink it on down. Squeeze those shins back. Sink a little lower, sink a little lower, sink a little lower, sink a little lower. Press all the way up. Oh! Palms together at the heart. Chair pose, sink it back down, Utkatasana. Single breath this time, no sneak attacks, I promise. Exhale, fold forward and release. When you inhale, pull your heart forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or float it all the way back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Over toes, up dog. Nice and easy, back to down dog. Again, please lift your right leg up in the air. Nice and easy, pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down. Warrior 1, single breath, rises you up. Exhale, hands to the ground. On the same exhale, if you can, Chaturanga. If you got to take a breath in between, that's okay. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Left leg rises up and pull the knee to the nose. Step it down, Warrior 1. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release. Hands down, step it back, and vinyasa. Over toes, up doggy, and then down doggy. Excellent. A few breaths here. Lift the front ribs away from the ground. Wrap the triceps in towards the chin. Lift the hips up and back. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up to the top. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold forward. Sink it on down, Utkatasana, the chair pose. This time, get a little lower, 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 all the way to the ground. Reach the legs forward. You can come all the way to Ardha Navasana. Yeah, since I'm so nice, we're going to do 30 more seconds of Ardha Navasana, breath of fire. Not a minute, just 30 seconds. Here we go, you're on the clock. You got 15 more seconds. If you need to drop the heels down, that's cool. Big inhale, hold. And Shavasana. I'm out. You're like, please be done. I don't want to do anymore. Okay. Hug the knees into the chest. I was going to do one more core, but I won't do that to you. From there, let's just rock it all the way back to chair pose. I was going to do like Navasana crunches, but that would be torturous. So, he wants to do it. Okay, sink it back down. Wow, okay. So back to Navasana, or Ardha Navasana, then Navasana. Okay, so you know you can take this version with your knees, set the hands by the sits bones, and check it out. One time, if you want to do less of the crunch, you can do extending forward and then pull the knees in. Okay, or with legs straight, here we go. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 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 Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Should we do more? Oh, wow. Okay, from there, roll to the outer left hip. Arms are out towards the right. Now listen up. When you exhale, hug the heels towards your tush. Thanks, Brock. Inhale, extend forward. Exhale, hug the heels in, and then inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Roll to the other side. Okay, outer right hip. Exhale, hug the heels towards the tushy. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Back to Ardha Navasana for a breath. And then Navasana for a breath. And then step the feet down. Maybe no hands. I know, it took me a moment too. Chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. You can thank Chris for that one. He motivated us. But you can blame me. Inhale, lengthen forward. And then exhale, step or float it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few moments here. If you need child's pose, take it. If you want a lion's breath with us, big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Good, one more. Surya B with the warrior ones. Right leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down. Warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pause here for a breath. Extend the right arm forward. Press the outside edge of the back foot down flat. Now reach the right arm all the way up. Now extend the left arm all the way forward. Yep, square the left ribs a little further forward. Now reach the left arm up. We just had to do both sides since we did the other one earlier. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Step the right leg back, nice and slow, lower. Over the toes, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, left leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Step it down, warrior one. Single breath here. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the ground. Step the left foot back, lower with control. Chaturanga. Over toes, up dog. And then down dog. Good. Couple breaths in down dog. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Activating that belly strength, that connection to inspiration, to purpose, to self and soul. We're igniting the fire. The world can use us in this time and place, so we keep that fired up as best we can. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Here we go. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders over wrist, top of a push-up. You can stay here, or for more, bend the elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Back up to plank. Lift the right foot just an inch up off the ground. Come up onto your left fingertips and hold. Oh, we didn't do one arm, one-legged plank yet. You can hang here or extend the left arm all the way forward. One arm, one-legged plank. Nice, Chris. Yes. Lifting the right hip and ribs a little higher. That's it. Pull the heart a little further forward. Good. Take one more breath here. Set the left hand down. Stack the right foot on top of the left. Vashisthasana, side plank. Awesome. Yes. You can stagger the feet if that's better for you guys. Bottom hip, bottom ribs lift. Now listen up. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Yes. Now you can keep this or extend your legs straight towards me. Straight out to the side. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Good. Now lengthen your tailbone towards the back of the mat. Pull your heart towards the front of the mat and widen out through the collarbones. I know, it's so much fun. One more breath here. Now pull the knee back in. Look down at your left thumb. Step the foot there. Crescent pose. Inhale, rise all the way up. Woo! A little different version than what we did earlier. From there, interlace the hands behind your back. Thanks, Brock. From there, set the right shoulder on your thigh. Humble crescent pose. Drop the head down. Relax the jaw, the lips. Squeeze the right outer hip in and back towards your left heel. Humble crescent's hard. I find this much more challenging than humble warrior. See if you can scissor your thighs together. If you need to drop the left knee down, totally cool. Okay, one more breath here. Left hand down, right arm up, twisted crescent. If you need to use a block, do it. Do you want a block? Okay. Nice. Notice how perhaps this twist feels maybe a little different than the earlier crescent twist with the palms at the heart. Okay, now reach the top arm all the way out over your head. Okay, whilst doing that, see if you can lift your left hip a little higher, your left thigh a little higher, and lengthen your left ribs a bit further forward. Now come up onto your left fingertips. Yes, now you can keep this, or if you want, extended crescent twist, reach the left arm forward with the right arm. That's it. You've got that block between your forearms. Keep lifting the left thigh like I'm sitting on that hamstring. Lengthen. It doesn't matter if you fall out. You can do it. Breathe into it. Take one more breath here. Now listen up. Warrior 2. Spin the back foot down flat. Windmill the arms up and open, and now you're in external rotation. People are like, what the hell just happened? A lot. Make sure you drink a lot of water today because we're kind of moving things in and then bringing them up for release. So to help continue with that release, keep drinking water to flush stuff out. Emotionally, physically, building the immune system. Back arm down the back leg, reverse the warrior. And as we release stress and be more connected to self and soul, there is strength in that. There is empowerment in that. And that has a scientific and kinesthetic effect on the immune system. From here, we go side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh, or you can set the hand inside the foot or to a block. The simplicity of breathing and being connected to breath strengthens the immune system. From there, extend the top arm all the way out over your head. Okay, if the hand's down, maybe you come up onto fingertips. And perhaps extended side angle pose here. Reach the bottom arm all the way forward. Nice. Maybe you sink just a hair deeper. Yes. One more breath here. Warrior 2. All right. Nice and easy. From there, windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Step the front foot back, plank pose, and lower with control. Over the toes, up dog. And then downward facing dog. Yeah. Here we go, everybody. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over wrists into top of a push-up. Of course, you can stay right here if you want more. Bend the elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Right back up to plank pose. Lift the left foot just 1 inch up off the ground. Come up onto your right fingertips. You can stay there on the right fingertips, or as you lift the left hip, reach the right arm forward. Yes, now flex through that back heel. Yes, this is looking great. Heart a little bit further forward. Good, take one more inhale here. Can you lengthen the heart even a little further forward and kick the back heel a little further back? Awesome. Right hand down, stack it up, Vashisthasana. A little harder than the other day? He goes, uh-huh. Yes, I know. Thank you for hanging in there. Again, just do the best you can, moment to moment. Lift the top foot just an inch up off the floor. Now, pull the knee all the way into the chest. Yes, squeeze it there. Now, if you want more, extend that leg straight out to the sides towards me. Yes, lift the bottom hip a little higher. Broaden the collarbones out. Pull the heart further forward. One more inhale here. Look down at your right thumb. Step the foot by the thumb. Roll onto the ball of the back foot and up to crescent pose. Woo! I don't think you guys are shouting like me anymore. I'm hearing more cursing at me. Which is good. That's good. Moving energy. That's what we're talking about. Bringing it all in to come up and express out so we can let go of stuff. Now's the time to let go even deeper. That's what we're up to here. Nice. Now from there, interlace the hands behind the back. Unusual pinky on top this time. Sink a little deeper. And then from there, set the left shoulder on the thigh. Yes, humble crescent pose. Let the head get heavy. Let the weight of all the stuff that's been buzzing around, in the world and in your particular world. See if you can allow it to release, even if just for one moment. That is super powerful. Yes. Release the right hand down. Take the left arm up. Twisted crescent pose. Nice. Breathe into your back ribs, levelizing the hips as best you can. Now you can stay here if you want a little more. Reach the top arm forward out over the front ear. I was going to say the front head, but there's just one head. The front head. That's an amazing yoga instruction. Come up onto your right fingertips. And then you can keep this or reach the bottom arm forward, extended crescent pose. Yeah, keep lifting that right thigh. Keep elongating those right ribs. That's it. Keep scrubbing your left heel back if you can do that as well. Warrior two. Spin the back foot down flat, windmill it all the way up and open. Yeah, you can readjust the feet if that's good for you. I like heel to heel. This feels a little better in my low back. If you prefer heel to arch, cool. Press the right thigh back. Roll the right chest open towards the back of your mat. Sink the front femur a little deeper. And notice if there's tension in the shoulders, the traps. If so, just soften a little bit. I can hear everybody out there, what the hell got into him today? Sink a little deeper. Back arm down the back leg. It's Chris. Blame Chris. He said, come on, let's take it up. No, I can't blame him for that. It was mostly me, but he was cool with it. And then from there, elbow to the thigh. That's it. Take the top arm up. Side angle pose. That's it. Cool. Now you can stay here or extend the top arm all the way out over your head. Firm the outer left hip in and back towards your right heel. Lengthen your bottom ribs further forward. If you want more than this, you can hang on the fingertips or reach the left arm all the way forward. Yes. Awesome. That's it. Take another breath there. Sink a little deeper. Lengthen a little further forward. Revolve a little bit more open. And then warrior two. Excellent. All right. Go ahead and windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Step it back, plank pose. And lower with control. Vinyasa over the toes, upward facing dog. Then downward facing dog. Take a child's pose for a moment, because I'm going to ask Chris if he's okay to do one more standing set. Yeah, all right. He's like, oh yeah. If you want to skip it, please skip it. Just hang at home on your mat, chill in child's pose, or you can just watch us. Let's take it back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale in through the nose. And let it out, exhale. Here we go. Inhale, lift the right leg up in the air, please. Hug the outer left hip in and back. Now keep the core engaged as you transition warrior one. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down. Back foot flat, rise up. And warrior two. Again, in these times where things are changing and transitioning, we got to stay engaged as best we can, moment to moment. This is for ourselves and our soul community. We all make an impact. So again, thanks for showing up today. Straighten up the front leg. And from there, triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can set the hand on the right shin or outside the front foot to your block. That's it. Yeah, because all of our collective engagement in being present with what is, allows us the opportunity to help others let go of stuff that, could be trudged up from the past at this point in time. So obstacles to opportunity for connection. Good, look down. From there, let's step it all the way up into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. If you want to block, do you want to block? Nope, he doesn't. But if you do, you can get your person to bring you a block. Press the right thigh back. Yep. Now, like Chris here, if you want, you can lift the fingertips just an inch away from the floor. If that's working out well, extend the right arm, that's the bottom arm, forward towards the front. You know where we're going. It's my favorite of all poses, Warrior 4. Extend the top arm all the way out over the head as well. Yeah, you can do it. Press the right thigh back. Lift the right ribs up. Roll the left ribs open. Kick the back heel towards the back of the mat. Take one more inhale here. Half moon pose, back to it. Bend the knee, Chapasana. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. Nice work, everybody. Remember, you can't hear Tupac playing in the background. It's a great song called Changes. From here, extend the back leg back. Good, nice and easy, Warrior 2. From there, windmill the hands all the way down to the ground, three-legged dog pose. So this is Chris's thing. He requested that we do this. Roll the top hip open. Okay, hang there for a couple breaths. We're going to go Kundalini 2 to Ashtabhakrasana, back to Kundalini 2. You're like, what is Ashtabhakrasana? Don't worry about it. We'll get there. One step at a time. From here, take the right knee outside the right tricep muscle. Cut the knee into the tricep. Pull the collarbones forward. You can keep this. This is plenty challenging. Or tip more weight into the fingertips and lift that back foot up. Now lift the left shoulder up. Good. Now from there, pull the left knee into the chest. Yes, snake that top foot in front of the arm. Yes, and then take the left ankle on top of the right. Sorry, my verbiage wasn't fast enough. Lift the bottom hip higher. Squeeze the elbows in. Shoot it back to Kundalini 2. Yes, leg goes back. Heart goes forward. Heart goes forward. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Vinyasa. I got so excited I couldn't get the words out. I was like, so hopefully you could just watch me. I'll spell it out a little better on the next round. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Good. Now I have to remember where we started. We did so much there. Okay, left leg rises up in the air. Good. Engage in the transition, Warrior 1. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, back foot flat. Inhale, rise all the way up. From there, Warrior 2. Open it up. Keeping the front knee tacked over the second toe. Straighten up the front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hand to the shin or outside the front foot to a block. I think I'm still going to make my initial projection of 67 minutes in, what did I say, 27 seconds or 24 seconds? Yeah, something like that. If you need a micro bend in your front knee, that's cool, take it. Yeah, just if there's hyperextension in the front knee, we don't want that front knee hyperextended. Okay, now look down at your left big toe. We're going to step that hand about a foot out in front of your baby toe. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Yep. Nice. Yes. And again, you can keep the hand on the floor on the block, but like Chris is doing, think of just lifting the bottom ribs up, the left rib, so that one day maybe those fingertips lift as well. It doesn't have to be today. Now, if that's working out, extend the left arm forward towards the front of the room. Yep, press the left thigh back. Pull the heart further forward. You can keep it. If you want Warrior 4, the best of all yoga poses ever created in life, here you go. Again, thank you, Brock. Left thigh back. Flex the right heel. That's it, Chris. Now lengthen the heart further forward and roll the top ribs open. Squeeze the forearms in like there's that block between them. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Chapasana. Bend the back knee, reach back, grab the tops of the foot. Whew. And again, if you're breathing like, it's okay. You can chill and listen to that. We don't have to force anything. You just go to your edge and breathe. You don't go beyond it. Because as you go to your edge and breathe, and you stay patient, good, back to Warrior 2 from there. Release it and come back. As you stay patient with yourself, you will confront those obstacles and you will rise above them. We can't, skip steps sometimes. We got to just be gentle with ourselves. Trust the process. Okay, now your favorite transition. Here we go. Windmill the hands all the way down to the ground, and then back to three-legged dog pose. Roll the hip open. Bend the top knee. Circle the ankle around. Work the right armpit a little forward. Press the thumb and forefinger down. Now let's see if I can get the verbiage a little bit clearer this time. Okay. From there, take the left knee outside the left tricep muscle. Squeeze the left knee in towards the chest. Yes. Now, lift the right thigh, pull the heart forward, Kundalini 2. Now, keep a lot of lift in your belly. Pull the right knee in, snake that right ankle in front of the left wrist, and try to work that right ankle over your left ankle. Yes. Keep squeezing the elbows like a chaturanga. Yes. Keep pulling the collarbones forward. Now, Kundalini 2, back the way we came in. Lift the right shoulder away from the ground. Yes, you can do it. Pull the heart further forward. That's it, Chris. Awesome. Shoot it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm sure that everybody is feeling that right now. That was real hard. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for being here. Big inhale in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. And just, being grateful for just doing the best that you can do, because this stuff is not easy. Okay, we don't have to all be at this level. I just appreciate you showing up and doing the best you can, one moment at a time. So let in, the gift of that. Let in the opportunity to get stronger and better, one moment at a time, at your pace. You want a handstand? Good. Let's have you walk it all the way up to the front of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana first, lengthen forward halfway. And then exhale, fold. Good. Circle rise, take it all the way up to the top. Nice. Now, keep the arms reaching up. Okay? And like you got a block between your palms, squeeze the imaginary block. Okay? Pull the front ribs into the back body. Yes? Scissor the thighs together like you got a block between your thighs. And now lift the back ribs a little higher up towards the ceiling. Yes. Yeah, like you got a grapefruit underneath your chin. Lengthen the back of the skull so that there's space in the neck. So this is handstand. Let's just flip it upside down now. Now release the palms all the way down to the ground. Lift your left foot up. Okay, now put a little bend in your right knee, so you're going to come high up onto your right tippy toes. And now think more extension and length with that left leg up to the ceiling, rather than flinging the leg overhead. So just put more weight into the fingertips as you start to tip and lift. Yes, tip forward and then lift up. Yeah, nice. And it doesn't matter if you stick it or not. Maybe you just get a second or two of hang time. That's huge. We'll try one more on this side. Tip and lift. Yes, see, but that's great. See, even this is fantastic because he was slowing things down a little bit in there. Did you feel that? Yeah, more connection in here. That's what we want. So don't worry about sticking it today. Let's just try to slow it down and engage your back, your belly, your legs. So your whole body's working. Let's try the other side. So the right leg is going to lift this time. I'm going to come on this side again. No, actually, I'll come over here. Good. Now, stack the shoulders over your wrists first. Let's slow it down. Find your breath. Put a nice little bend in your knees. Okay, now before you come up, like a scared cat, dome, lift in the middle. Keep that doming, like we talked about earlier in plank. Then pull the hands back to get more length forward. And then when you're ready, again, tip more weight into the fingertips and extend that leg up. Yes, good. And again, tip it forward, chest up to the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. Chest goes up. Look at that. Rock and roll. Yeah, buddy. Awesome. Dude, you don't even need me. That was killer. Yeah. Sweet. We love it. Okay, everybody. So from there, walk the hands all the way up to the mat. Let's just hang forward for a few moments. You can grab opposite elbow. Yeah, dude. That was great. All right. And again, moment to moment to moment. And then one day, just like Chris, you surprise yourself. It's like, oh, I got it. And you don't even have to think about it. Your body has the understanding of it, as you just stay in the process, have faith and trust in the process. And then one day, you catch it, and then life supports it, and there's harmony. From there, bridge pose. You can drop it all the way down to the floor. Set the feet about hips distance apart. If you need to grab a block and set it between your thighs, that's cool. You can do that. You can bring the hands by your hips or interlace the fingertips underneath you. Then when you're ready, let's go ahead and lift this up into a bridge pose. And then when you exhale, release it back down to the floor. Good, let's do it again. Inhale back to bridge pose. Thinking more length here. Heart towards the chin, chin away from the chest. Scrub the heels back towards the shoulders. Lift the hips just a touch higher. And then exhale, let it go back down to the ground. Nice. So Chris and I will take one more bridge pose. If you want Urdhva Dhanurasana, the wheel, you're welcome to take that unless you want the wheel. You want bridge? We'll do bridge. One more bridge, probably better for everybody. One last time, here we go. And if you want supported bridge, I forgot to mention, you can always slide a block so it's facing horizontal like this underneath your sacrum. You want one of those or no? Okay. It's a nice, more restorative and chill way to do bridge. You can even take the arms out wide, cactus if that feels good. Just a few more breaths here. Okay, so if you took supported bridge pose, we're going to have you work the block so it's like this, so it's flat. So just take it down one level in the transition. Yep, just a couple moments there, just to ease your way back down. And then nice and easy, whenever you're ready, you can release the block from underneath you, and we'll hug the knees in towards the chest, give them a good little squeeze. And you can drop the knees to the right, head and shoulders roll over to your left. Coming into a twist. And as you separate the fingertips, try to press every fingertip down, but more notably the thumb. And notice if that has an effect behind the shoulder blades and trying to widen those out a little bit. And also a little softening down through the left trap. And of course, if you need more support for the back, work the knees a little higher up towards the back of your mat, towards your ear. And then when you exhale, switch sides. Let's hug the knees back into the chest. Take a little happy baby from there. Grab the outside edges of your feet. And then right into thread the eye of the needle. Stack the right ankle on top of your left thigh. Reach down, grab the tops of the left shin or knee, and pull that knee closer towards the chest. And of course, if you prefer any other hip opener here, you're welcome to it. Frog. Frog's a great one, but I won't torture you with that today here. Single or double pigeon, happy cow, whatever floats your boat. Just a few more breaths here. And then we'll switch sides. And if you need to open your left hip, knee a little bit more, you can work that left elbow to pry it open a bit. Notice if there's any tension in the shoulders, the neck at all. And then if you're Right leg is dropping like Chris is here. Lift your right calf a little higher. Yeah. And then pull back one more time. Nice. And then from there, let's start to make your way up to a seated position. Extend the legs forward. Reach the arms up. You want to block for this? Okay. So if you want to block like Chris here, slide this in front of his toes. Okay. You're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling, and then nice and easy, extend and then hinge. Yeah, if you need a little bit more length, you grab a block like that and pull back. Okay, if this is too much or you feel any strain in your low back, of course, bend your knees a little bit. And kind of scrub the heels back towards the hips to get a little more engagement in the hammies. And if the knees are bent, but you feel like that you can even straighten them just a little bit, allow your breath to inform how much you need to straighten things. There's a couple more here. And we're going to have you roll all the way back up to seated. I got the block. And then one vertebrae at a time, you're going to roll it all the way down to the floor. So we're at about 63 minutes. If anybody's got to go, no worries. Appreciate you tuning in either way. If you can stick around for Shavasana, let's take one more big inhale in through the nose. Hold it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. It's going to get a little uncomfortable. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Take one more sip of air in through the mouth. Let it all go. All right, guys. Time to let go in sweet surrender. This is your time, of course, to receive back everything you put into practice this morning. You guys worked so hard. So it's a wonderful opportunity to take the time to do nothing, but just receive back more vital life force energy. And perhaps an insight or two. As you let go, let the brain drift. Or rather, let the mind drift and allow everything else to soften. Shavasana. And the next time you inhale, let's have you breathe in just a little deeper. And exhale, let it out. And we'll start to wiggle your toes, your fingertips. And And get nice and long. Point the toes, reach the arms all the way out over your head. And then from there, we'll have you hug the knees into your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze. You can drop the knees over to the right. Pause there for a brief moment. And then we'll have you rise all the way up, pressing into your left palm. Come to a comfortable seated position from there. Let's have you bring the palms together at your heart. Let's seal things in with one Om. So a nice big inhale in through your nose. Good. Bowing the head down towards the hands. And nice and slow, you can rise it all the way back up. Blink the eyes open. Namaste.